Good morning, guys. Uh, Sitting here just getting ready to get started. Been a busy morning, but I think I'm ready to go today. Yeah, give everyone a few minutes to get in here, and we'll get started on these wheat pennies. It's good to see Corey the treasure hunter and Mona. Thanks for joining us this morning, guys. Excuse me, let me get my throat cleared. Pollen around here is getting really bad, so it's that time of year for sinuses and congestion. I'm sure everyone understands that. So, excuse me, just bear with me this morning, but we'll get through this. Like I said, we're going to get ready and get started. We're only doing this for an hour, so give everyone a few minutes to get in, whoever might be coming in this morning. Need to start getting up earlier, anyways. Yeah. Hey, Javier Garcia, thanks for joining. I've been up. Oh my goodness, I was up early this morning. Around 4:30, 3:30, 4:30, somewhere around in there. I don't know what time it was. Just up and couldn't go back to sleep. Put a movie in, and sometimes it happens. Hey, Cynthia, Iron Antler, and Chris, welcome this morning, guys. Uh, Thanks for joining here at Clark's Cove Coiner this morning. We're getting ready to go through some more of these wheat pennies. We still got gobs of them to go through. PD Sandigger, Frankie, thanks for joining. We haven't found anything really, really interesting yet, but we're hoping. Like I said, I don't know what's in these pennies. They're ones my dad dug when he was metal detecting, and he never went through them. So we're going to go through. We're going through them, and just to see, you never know, something might pop up really one of these days while we're doing this. Might get that one 1909 with the VDR on it, or VDB. Sorry about that. My mistake. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you all for joining, and we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Let me get my camera switched over here real quick. I know you all ain't here to look at my ugly mug this morning. But I appreciate you all joining. I hope you can hear me okay and see everything okay. If you can't, just let me know in the chat. Okay, our first penny here is a 1937, and that's one I'm going to keep because you don't get to see. We don't see too many of the 30 Wheaties. Like I was saying on the last show, most of the ones me and Melissa find are in the 40s or the 50s, and pretty much so everyone else that we watch. Hey, AAP, welcome. Thanks for joining, guys. Awesome seeing you all in here this morning. Most of the Wheaties we see people find are in the 40s or 50s. Occasionally you see someone finding one in the teens or in the 20s. I see this one has a little scratch on it there. It's, once again, my dad, all he ever used when he metal detected was a screwdriver. So, yeah, I'm going to put that one off by itself. Let's grab us another one here. See what we got. Oh, wow, 1948. Nothing too special there about that one, except that it is a Wheatie. Hope you all had an awesome Easter weekend. I know me and Melissa did. We just stayed in and ate way too much. But we had a good weekend. Can't really complain. Just hoping that everyone out there had a good. Oh, wow, man, that one is crusty, and we are not going to get a date off of that. Oh, I can see something right. It looks like maybe a 4 right there. But man, too many peeps. Yeah, I had too many peeps Saturday night in our live stream. I'm kind of glad to see the peeps gone. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it might be a 1954D. I think the more I'm looking at it there's the 1954, and then you can see the D right there. But man, that penny is in rough shape. Let's see. Yeah, the back is not too much better. Yeah, it's roached, Mona. That's for sure. But we're planning on getting out this week, I think tomorrow night, we have been having some awesome weather here. So I think tomorrow evening we're going to load up the side by side and go side by siding. We got a 1939 here, and we're going to take the magnet with us and go back to the home site that we were hunting at that had the doll down the well, and we're going to drop the magnet down that well and see if there's anything in it, and take the camera along with us. And you never know. I'm kind of doubting that there will be, but you just never know. That's a 1939 there. That's what I'm going to keep. It's not in too bad a shape. And then we're just going to get out and just run the ridges for the evening and enjoy the weather. And there's supposed to be some rain setting in for the weekend, but I don't know. It's iffy. Hey, Buddy Biggs, welcome. Thanks for joining this morning. That looks like a 1953, and it's in kind of rough, and it's got, I think it's still some dirt, something on it. I don't know. Save that poor drowned baby. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to fish that up out of there or not, Cynthia, but we might give it a try. Hey, the Bud Files, welcome. Thanks for joining this morning. We're sitting here going through some wheat pennies over the next hour. See if we can find anything interesting in these Wheaties that my dad had found. It's a 1952D. I've got my little cheat sheet out here, of course, still that I watch for the dates. Yeah, but some rain's supposed to move in. We're hoping not, because we're wanting to get out and do some metal detecting this Sunday. It's we're going to start getting back to the curb strips. 1940. Cool. That's one you usually don't see too often. And hopefully start doing some door knocking as well. We have several houses that we've been looking at that we're wanting to just, oh man, here's another one that's really, really roached out. Wow, I see the 1.9 right there. See 1.9, but I'm not making out anything else on this Wheatie. Wow, I don't know if I can scrape anything off there or not. Let's see. Because none of these coins have been cleaned in any way, shape, or form. They are just like they were when my dad dug them out of the ground. Ever how many years ago? You know, he hunted through the 60s, 70s, and the 80s. Yeah, I'm still not seeing. Oh, I can make out something there, but I can't tell what it almost looks like a 2 and a 5 or something. I can't tell. Hey, just thanks for stopping by, buddy. I understand. Hey, Scott Jarvie, welcome. We've got some stuff to do when Melissa gets in. She'll be in a little after 12, and we've got to get out. We've got yard work to do, and we're getting the garden. She's going to get her, excuse me, going to get the potatoes in the ground today. I got to get them 2 rows laid off, and we've already got onions. She got her cabbage plants out. So yeah, it's that time of year, and it looks like a 1945 is what I'm seeing now. It looks like a 4 and a 5 right there. But yeah, it's that time of year to get out. So we understand. Just thanks for stopping by and saying hi and showing some support this morning. I know it's a odd time to see us going live, but I've been wanting to do this for a while. And this was one of the best times to do it for me. So 1946D, that 6 looks awful funky looking there, doesn't it, guys? I don't know. I'm not much on if they're error coins or not. But yeah, that 6 there looks like it's kind of messed up. The back of that's really nice. I'm going to put that one off to the side and keep it and do some research on it maybe. Let's see. This one here looks kind of crusty too. It looks like a 1940. Yes, 1940. Yeah, they did, didn't they? Let me man, that was, let's see if that's it right there. Yeah, right there. Frankie. Yeah, they do, don't they? The 4 and the 6 look really, really odd on that coin. That's what I say. I'm going to keep that one off to the side. Just never know. Yeah, the ones that appear really interesting or something, I've been keeping them, or the earlier ones we find. 1944. That's one I have written down, but I think they're supposed to be like the look for the double die where they're double stamped on those. But I'm still going to keep that one off to the side. Yeah, see, now the 4 on that one looks normal. But that last one, yeah, it did. The 6 looked like an upside down 9. It was quite odd looking. So like I said, we kept that one off to the side. 1953D. I think, like I said, some of the 50s are really some of your most common. Like when we detect, if we find Wheaties, they're usually 40s or 50s. That's a good looking coin. That was in good shape. Like I said, hope everyone had a good weekend, and the weekend coming is, hope everyone has got plans to either get out, go metal detecting, magnet fishing, or something. 1937. I've been keeping these 30s. Or I know been watching some geocaching vids here lately, so I know some people have been getting into that a little bit more. 1946. Yeah, we'll be going live Saturday night, 8 o'clock as always. We've got well, we're hoping right now. We've got a guest lined up. They haven't confirmed back with me that they said, yes, we'll be there. I've sent them the link to it, but I haven't heard nothing back giving me a complete confirmation. So hopefully that guest will show up. If not, I guess we will have another. Oh, I can't tell you, Mona. Nope. There's only 2 people that know. Well, 3 people that know, and that's me and Melissa, and I'm not telling who the other one, and the guest. But nope, it is that big of a surprise that we're keeping it under wraps. Not to be mean. But we definitely. Oh, come on, Robert. Nope, can't break me on that one, Mona. I am sorry. You get I'm not telling, because if they show up, people or Jaws are going to. Yeah. That's what I'm kind of looking for, Frankie. But hey, like I said, I'm still new at this myself, so we're learning. But Friday, we'll have to check out that the replay on that, Cynthia, because we're going to go out side by siding tomorrow evening. But we will catch that replay on that. 1945. That one's in there we go. There's another little, you can see screwdriver mark right there. But that's awesome, Cynthia. Very much so. Is Dennis kind of let it out of the bag that you were thinking about being a guest on his show, so that's awesome. No, it won't. No, it won't, Cynthia. You'll be just fine. 1944. So that's another one. I think it's supposed to be like a double die. We'll keep it off to the side. Yeah, I have a list here, Frankie, that I kind of keep an eye on. Try to my best when I'm going. That's why when I see like a 44 or a 55, I'm keeping them. I have a 1922D, 1909S, because I know those would have the VDB on them. Yeah, we've had the privilege of hunting with Cynthia Swearingen. We got to meet her at Florida Hunt 7, and Melissa got to hunt with her more than I did there. But we did get to meet and talk, and then she has family here in West Virginia, and she come in. That's been, oh man, and that's already been, I guess, going on 2 summers ago, and we got to hunt with her and her grandson, and that was an awesome day. No, we didn't find a whole heck of a lot, but it wasn't about getting out and finding. It was just about hanging out and having a good time. And we're hoping to get to do that again with Cynthia. Let's see, what was that one? A 1944. Keep that one off to the side. But yes, Cynthia, I think you'll do just fine on Dennis's show. Because you know everyone in the community, everyone knows you. So I mean, it's not like you're amongst strangers. I mean, you're with family. So, I mean, I know I still kind of get too on that one. Looks kind of funky there, doesn't it? I don't know if you're all noticing that right there on that too. It looks like the line there, and the D looks like it's kind of sitting cockeyed. I want to keep that one off to the side, guys. You just never know. But yeah, you'll do just fine. Like I said, you're amongst family, so. Yes, she is, Mona. Keep it, yeah. What, this one, Frankie, the 53S? Because I'm not so sure how many of the S's in the. I'm not sure. I'm still learning myself. I have my book around here somewhere. Yes, sir. Okay. I'll keep that 53S. The one before it. What was it? Oh gosh, was it that one there? The one before? No, I think I did, Frankie. I think I kept that one before this one. That one. The right there, the 1942D. Yeah. Yeah, I put it off to the side with my others that I'm keeping off to the side. But what about this one? Is that 53S worth keeping? And don't think about being that you're on a live stream, Cynthia. Just think you're sitting with friends at around the table at dinner or something. But I know I get nervous at live streams still myself. But usually once it gets started and you start talking and you just forget about it, and then you get relaxed and anything on the 53. Okay. I'm still going to keep it off to the side just because it was an S mint mark, Frankie. Just, you never know. Oh, where we got cannot Ooh, that looks like, let's see if I can clean that off there a little bit. It almost looked like a 1920. I couldn't tell. Nope, I think it's a 19. Man, I cannot tell if it's a 2 or a 4 on there. You can see it right there. I see the 1, 9, and a 0, but I cannot tell if that's a 4 or a 2, guys. I mean, that is one crusty penny. Looks like a 4. I mean, it has definitely got a lot of wear. You can see that the LIB is just about wore off of it there. You just see the RTY 4. Yeah, I can't. I'm going to take you guys' word. I hear even I've got my glasses on, and okay, Mona, I'll have to look into that. I got my glasses on, and I still can't tell. Yeah, I think you're all right. I think I see there. It is a 4. Yeah. Okay, let's get off to the next one. Let's see, 1945. Yep. That's a pretty common one. Penny's not in too bad a shape, though. For it to be a 45. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. To look like a 20, but I think the more I was looking at it, I think it was a 4. I mean, I'm not going to fret too much over it, but yeah, 1951D. Nothing too special there. Still a good looking coin, though. $19.50D. Once again, I have to thank Marlon for turning me in the right direction on this camera. I'm really enjoying it. Enjoying doing this. I know it's not the most exciting thing going through wheat pennies, but hey, I'm enjoying the heck out of it. 1957D. That D on that one looks small. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. Let's see. I kept that other one. Was it? I don't know. Maybe not. It just kind of looks small to me, but maybe it's normal. Maybe just because of where the collaring and the wear on the penny. It looks like a big scratch on it there. I can't tell. Right down along through there. Like I said, if it is, it's where Dad hit it with a screwdriver, because like, nope, right there it is. There, now there you can see a nick. Definitely right there where he'd hit it with a screwdriver. Because like I said, that's all he ever dug with. 1953D. Nothing too special there. But like I said, I want to thank all of you all for stopping by and hanging out with me here on this Thursday morning. 1958D. Yep. You never know. One day, guys, we might come across. Oh, here we go. There's a 1919. That's an older one. That's 104 years old. And it is definitely war. And that is going to be one I'm going to put off to the side. Yeah, definitely, Cynthia. That's an oldie. That's the ones we like seeing, the older ones like that. Too bad it's in bad shape, but yeah, it definitely wore. 1951D. And we are having, I forgot about mention that. Poor Dennis, when he come here, our road was in such bad shape when he got here. I know he was nervous about coming up our road. Wow, look at the scratch on that one. Dab definitely hit that one good with the screwdriver. But when we got in yesterday, the young man that lives down the road, we were getting some gravel put on the road finally. So the road's going to be in pretty good shape. And I had to say, yeah, it happened after he left. We did not. That's a 1944. It looks like, I can't tell, but right there on the end of that 4, looks like some kind of little mark there. It looks like almost like the D is stamped over there and just I missed. I don't know. I'm going to keep that one. Yeah. He loved metal detecting, Mona. He absolutely loved the hobby. Like I said, he detected back in the 60s or the 60s, 70s, and the 80s. He, as far as I can remember, he hung up metal detecting around 90 or 91. I think was one of the last times he had went detecting, and he always wanted to get back into it, but he just never did. I'm going to put that one off to the side because that looked odd there off that 4. And I've told this story a million. I just wished I would have got interested in it with him when he was interested in it. But said things happen. Now I have a nephew that lives up in Charleston, West Virginia. He used to metal detect, but I have not had any contact with him since my dad passed in 2012. And I need to get a hold of him and see if he's still metal detecting. And then I have a nephew down in Florida who has picked up metal detecting a little bit. And I just talked to him a couple of weeks ago on the phone, but he said he hadn't been getting out and detecting a lot much. He detects by himself, and I don't think he likes detecting by himself. And I said, well, my goodness, Florida is full of metal detectorists, and he's down in Boca Raton, and he's not too far from some of them down there that live in Florida. And I've told him, I said, you need to holler at these guys and see if you can hook up with one of them and go detecting with them. I said, any of them would love to they all love to go detecting, Rob and Pat and Charlie. And oh my goodness, there's gobs of detectorists in Florida. So I don't know, it's up to him. I know he has a job, and he's supposed to be coming into town. He said he might be coming into town this summer. So I hope he does. If he does, we'll told him to give me a holler and we'll get together and go out maybe for lunch and maybe try to go detecting a little bit. That would be awesome to go detecting with my nephew. That's a 1950. It's a little odd looking on the 50, but I'm going to keep that one off to the side. Yeah, Frankie, Dad, he really enjoyed it. Like I said, he had bought a new metal detector back around, oh gosh, I'm going to say 2006. or 2007, somewhere around in there. I remember him buying a metal detector and he did not like it. And I don't know what kind it was. It's a 1948D. And I know it said over there in his sitting room. And when he passed away, we ended up getting rid of it because, 2012, we wasn't thinking about metal detecting. We didn't get into it till 2019. And but all I know is he said, I got that metal detector, I don't like it, I can't because he used I have his old metal detector. It's an old White's Coinmaster 6000D, and it does not work, but I know there are people out there that work on them. I've talked a million times about getting that thing going and would love to start using it. And one of these days I'm going to. It just takes us forever to get around to doing something. It seems like days go by so fast. 1958 there, don't look anything special on that one. But yeah, if I had to go back and do it over, yeah, I would have liked to know what kind of metal detector but more likely it was a White's because he liked the White's product. But the fact that I think that it had the digital readout on it, and that old White's he had looked like a Geiger counter. So, had the dial on it that would go up and down, and it's got a million different knobs and switches on it. It'd probably take me, I'd have to watch a video on how to use the thing if I ever got it running. 1955D. I think that's what's supposed to be like double die, but that one does not look like it's got any flaw on it. Hey, Park Rat Pat, thanks for joining us this morning. We're just hanging out here, still going through these wheat pennies. That was crusty on the back, that's for sure, and on the front. I'm not going to keep that one off to the side. Said, hope everyone's having a good day today. If you're getting out detecting today, good luck for sure. 1952D. Like I said, we're going to hopefully get out Sunday and get back to the curb strips. Yeah, they might have been, Mona. I said, I can't remember. But like I said, my nephew that lives down in Florida, I know he has he went and got him an AT Pro and uses the AT Pro. I told him, I said, now, it's a good machine. I said, but I don't think they're the best at the beaches. I mean, maybe in the dry sand. 1941D. Hey, Danny boy, welcome. Thanks for joining this morning. Sitting here going through these Wheaties again today. I know he didn't even, when I had talked to him, he wasn't even familiar with, hey, Marty, he wasn't even familiar with ground balancing his machine. I said, yeah, you got to, I said, you got to redo the ground balancing on it, definitely, for when you change conditions, ground conditions, like if you're in a park and going to sand. And even if you're in a park, after a little while, the soil will change. You might want to ground balance your machine every so often. Hey, PA Relic Hunters, Dave, welcome. Thanks for joining this morning. So he wasn't familiar with that. I said, get your manual out, read through your manual, and because it will improve your detecting skills and what you find and what you don't find. So, yep. 1956D. That D looks a little funky looking, doesn't it? Right there. Can't really tell, but I think I'll keep that one off to myself, off to the side, and look at it a little bit closer later on. But yeah, I can't. Looks like it's kind of maybe misstruck a little bit. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to keep that one off to the side. Man, I tell you, these 50s, like I said, now see that D looks normal on that one. Really popular were really a lot of them in the 50s. $1953. We've only found one really oldie. We had a 1919 earlier. It was in kind of rough shape. Gosh, you'll have to excuse me today, guys. My sinuses are draining badly because everything's blooming out really big time here. I love seeing everything getting green again. Wintertime can be depressing and dreary. Oh, here we go. 1927D. There's a little bit older one you don't see a lot of. That will definitely be one I want to keep back. Just because you don't see a lot of 20 set in the 20s. I like seeing the older ones like that. Cool. Like I said, maybe one of these, before we get through this whole jar, will end up being something of interest. 1941. That's nothing too special on that one looking. So off to the next. Another 19. We've come across a few of these 1953Ds. Like I said, 50s was seems like to be the most popular ones to find. 1956. That's getting close to the last year. 58 was the last year of them. Still not a bad looking coin. Once again, I want to thank here's a 1956D. I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. Okay. $1953D. 53. Nope. Looks like right there maybe where he hit it with his. Can't really tell, but it kind of looks like it. Which, with this little camera, everything is up so close. Even the little scratches look big on these coins when you're magnifying them like this. $1944. Okay. That's one I have written down, but doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary on it. Or any flaws or anything, which it is kind of wore. But I'm not going to keep that one back. $1947. That's a good looking Wheatie. Fresh coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker through the week, guys. Weekends, I'll have maybe a cup on Saturday, maybe a cup on Sunday, but that's about it. I know me and Melissa, we was the other day we got out, was down cleaning in the barn, and oh wow, that's 1917. Awesome. Here we go. There's an older one. 44s, you can find them in steel. That one wasn't a steel one. Frankie, but I'll have to keep that in mind. Let me write that down so that I do not forget. But yeah, we got down cleaning the barn out some and hauled a bunch of scrap metal off that we've been collecting, and we was going through some old bottles of my dad's down there that he had, because it's mainly like old West Virginia bicentennial Pepsi bottles. I think they're Pepsi or one of them. But anyways, we come across a couple of old coffee mugs, and I mean the old ones from like restaurant style, the white, thick, no design on them. Should be copper, but some were steel. Okay. And I told Melissa, I said, those probably, hey, fun with dirt, welcome. Thanks for joining us this morning. I said, it's probably coffee mugs he took from a restaurant, probably more than likely when mom and dad always used to like to go on vacation. So we drove out west one year back in I think it was 80 or 81. And I told Melissa, I said, more than likely that's coffee mugs that he took from a restaurant when we went out west somewhere, and just because he liked it and wanted to, because that's how he was. Yeah, I'm going to keep this one off to the side. That's rare to see a 1917 one. Yes, I'm going to keep that one off to the side. But that's just how Dad was. He was a character, that's for sure. 1958D. There's a last year penny, wheat penny. Yep, last year wheat penny. That's what I was talking about earlier. If we was vacationing, and he would always take his metal detector with us anytime we there's next to last year, D. Anytime we would go on vacation, and if he seen a school or playground, he was in it. And like I said, I've watched him climb fences to go in schoolyards. Which, back in the 70s and 80s, they probably would not have said too much to him about the metal detecting, but I know my mom always used to tell him, one of these days you're going to get yourself arrested for doing that. Now, me personally, I'm never going to do nothing like that as a metal detectorist. You should not climb fences and go into property like that. Because today, you definitely get yourself in trouble. But yeah, but he didn't care. I mean, he'd say, "What are they going to do? I'm just metal detecting," which I understand. He was just metal detecting. He wasn't bothering anything, and he wasn't going to. He wouldn't have done anything like that. But just the fact that he didn't care to climb a fence. That's like, I've seen him. He has gobs of the old insulators. I don't know how many bags of insulators down there in the garage. And if we was out, if he seen insulators on the telephone pole, on them old poles, I know he'd make I've seen my stepbrother have to climb many a telephone pole to get up there to get him if Dad couldn't get up there to get him himself, which he'd do it himself. I've seen him climb telephone poles, which his nickname was Monkey because when he was little, they said, my grandmother would tell me, said every time I go to look for him, he'd be in a tree somewhere trying to hide. So they started calling him Monkey, and so that was his nickname, because he'd climb a tree or whatever. If he was out to get something, I said he'd climb them telephone poles to get them old insulators. If he couldn't get up it, he'd send my stepbrother. Oh man, there's one that is really, really wore. All I can see on that one, guys, is the 1 and the 9. Insulators are cool. You collect them too. That's cool, Javier. Hopefully, I can when I see your name, when I think I can say it in my mind, but then when it comes out my mouth, I always want to I mess your name up, and I do not do that on purpose, and I apologize. Marty says I have a couple of boxes of insulators in the attic from back in the early 70s. Yeah. I don't know how old the ones I can remember 70s him doing that. He probably has a few older ones in there. Yeah, I cannot see the date on that guy. Maybe almost looks like I can see an 8 right there, but what that number is in when I move it there a little bit. Yeah, right there. I can't tell. It almost looks like 1918, guys. I mean, or 48. You say 48, Mona? I cannot tell. Let's see if I can. Oh, I don't know. I think that's 1918, guys. Look at it right there. That looks like a 1918. Does it not? Yes, PD Sander, you're saying Javier. Okay. I'll try to remember that, brother. But yeah, I think that's a 1918, guys. I mean, right when you get the light on it just right, it looks like 1918. So I'm going to keep that one definitely off. Now the back of it is really bad. Yeah, I don't have a side light. I need to get me one where I can do that from the side. But I still think that's a just because right in there. Yeah, 1918 for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. So put that one off to the side. Excellent. I love seeing the older ones like that. That's cool. 1941. That one's got a big scrape on it. Looks like Abe smoking a cigar there. Or he could be smoking something. You never know. Back in those days. Yeah, definitely 1918. I'm the same way, Cynthia. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. That's why I put it off. Put it off to the side. $1945. Fatty. yeah. AAP. That's what it looked like. I love some of the shine on these coins when the light hits them. I don't know what makes them get that glow to them. There's we go. There's another 30 year, 1936. See, that one we had with the 6, it looked a really different. Now that 6 looks normal on that one, but that one that we had earlier there, I'm going to go look back at it later on. It looked like an upside down 9 almost. Oh wow! There, look at that one. He scraped that one from all the way across it, man. Yeah. Good scratch on that one. That's for sure. I'm gonna keep that. I like and keeping them 30s off to the side too, because you don't see a lot of 30. 1944S. Ooh. I think I'm gonna keep that one back, guys. Yeah. Almost cut in half. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Dave. You have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. starts getting you down, just start thinking about metal detecting. I'm going to keep that one, guys. Yep, I'm going to keep that one. But thanks for stopping by, Dave. We ain't got much time to go ourselves here. We're 1956D. We're cut it off about noon. Melissa will be in about 10:15 after. Like I said, and then we got gardening to do today. Get our potatoes in the ground. Work is a 4-letter word. Yes, it is. Nothing special about that one there. Let's go on to the next one. Let's get the next penny up here and see what we have. Another 1950. Man, we have been finding the 56s. It seems like that makes like I don't know how many of them we have come across in here today, guys. Seems like a slew of them. $1944. See, look at that one, how it shines. I mean, holding it here in my hand, it's copper, but when you put it under that light, they get a really crazy glow. You'd almost think it was a steel penny just from the glow of it. But if you look right there where it's been hit, you can see the copper collar. But looking at it just with the naked eye, I mean, it's just a copper penny. But when you put it under that light, man, it gets. Hoping to hit a couple of new spots. To me, they're new. Not sure if anyone has ever detected them places. Well, I always kind of look at when they have detected them. That's just a little bit more of a challenge because, no place is truly detected out. So it's always good to go in there in places like that. And you just never know what someone can miss. I mean, it's easy to miss something. It just takes an inch to miss a coin, to miss a ring. I mean, so good luck, Dan. Hope you find something good. Oh, here we go. There's another 1930. There's a 34. That 3 looks awful odd on that one. You can tell right there. But I've been keeping any of them that I find in the 30s. I'm going to keep that one there too, I think. Later on, we'll go back through all these ones that I'm keeping off to the side in a later show once we get through the bulk of all of them. 1945D. You're welcome, Dan. And knock wood, the internet has stayed connected for me today. I've been having good luck. This is my 3rd show. What was that one? 1945D. That the internet has not went out on me. Now that I say that, it probably will. Seems to be that's how it goes. 1957D. Nothing too special there. $1942. Boy, there we go. Big scrape right down the side of Abe's face. Good one. Yes, Cover for Life 129. Rusty Fines, hello, welcome. Thanks for joining this morning. We ain't got too much time here left today. We've been going through some of these wheat pennies. We come across a couple of older ones, which was cool to see. Nothing really spectacular, but sometimes you just never know when you might find that one cool one while you're looking through them, because we got gobs of them to go through. 1942. Going to hit the fairgrounds today again with a new Manicore. Then have to get a video up sometime and show off my new big silver. That sounds awesome, Marty. Cover for Life number 15, Frankie. But good luck at the fairgrounds. Definitely. That sounds like a good place to be metal detecting, a fairground. Boy, that one's in rough shape. 1945. Definitely. And the back ain't no better. Some pretty cool colors mixed in there. I mean, if you're looking at the different shades of wear and whatever kind of soil these coins were laying in, depends a lot on their condition. 1941, like nothing too special there. Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't rain Sunday, or if it does, it's just passing showers. It's when to get out and do some detecting, get back to the curb strips. It's sad that our basically our home site hunting is done because snakes are out now, and we don't do that. Yeah, don't play with no snakes. But like I said, this tomorrow night we are going to get out on the side by side, and we're going to take the magnet with us and go down to the one home site and drop it down that well, and take the camera and do a little clip. If anything, we'll just end up incorporating it into a video at some point in time, one way or another, whether we find anything in it or not. We'll still, like I said, we'll incorporate it into a video coming up. And I've got some other beware the Karens. Yeah, Cynthia, I'm not going to fret over it. If they come out, they come out. Let them. I'm not going to sit and worry over people and what they say, because we know we're doing no wrong. The curb strips are public property, and Huntington has no metal detecting rules or regulations other than, just don't make a mess, and fill your hole. I mean, just simple, but as for, here we go, 1919. What a way to, I think we're just going to call that one the last penny today, but on a 104-year-old penny. Awesomeness. But yeah, I'm not going to fret over them. They want to call the police, let them. Most of those officers down in that area already know us and know we're not doing anything wrong. They know they've been to our channel. So yeah, keep that one on. Let's do one more, guys. So, but yeah, still you think about how many people am I going to run across that's going to come out and start raising Cain and arguing with you. But we're also going to start knocking on some doors and, hopefully maybe get some permissions too. So 1958, D, that's last year, and I'm going to call that the last penny, even though I did that to you. Oh, it looks like Abe's got an earring in. Right there. You got a little hoop hanging out of his ear. Oh, me. Snakes or Karens? I'll take snakes. Yeah, I think honestly, I would rather put up with the snakes than the Karens. I have to agree with you. Yeah, we're going to end it right there. Here, let me get back to my camera. I think it's that one right there. Yeah, there we go. Hey guys. not too bad a day. We come across a few older ones and a couple there that I'm going to go back and look at again. But just want to thank you all for joining me here again today. And hey, Mr. Metal Detectors, we're getting ready to shut it down. We went through some big. I want to go back and watch the replay. We found a couple of older pennies, but nothing spectacular. I think it was a 1918, a 1919, 1917, a few older ones, but nothing with any, wow, that's a flaw or anything. But we still got gobs to go through of these things, and we'll be right back here next Thursday doing that. And as for everything else, Saturday night we've got our live stream. If our guest shows up, it's going to be a one for the books for sure. We're just fingers crossed so far. Yeah, same here, Pat. Yeah. He hasn't got back with me, but so far, hopefully, I know he said he'd be there. So if he shows up, then hey, Connie, thanks for stopping by and the thumbs up. If he does, like I said, it's going to be an epic live stream Saturday night, and then of course digging Sunday, and try to catch everyone else's live streams that you can and videos. I know it's busy and a lot of people out there with live streams going on and premieres, and it's just hard to keep up with everything. Thanks, Frankie, for stopping by. Thanks, Danny, for stopping by. Mr. Metal Detectorist, Mona, Connie, Pat. We appreciate all you guys. You know that. And I guess till Melissa will be getting in here real soon. I guess till Saturday night. We'll see you all Saturday night. Yeah, it is a nice one, isn't it, Pat? You got a nice one too. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there with nice flags. That's for sure. He did an awesome job on them. Yeah, Can-Do did an awesome job on it. We love our flag. We always like to make sure that it's in picture as much as possible when we're live. So definitely right now, because I don't have my other half sitting here with me. So, well, guys, you all have a great day. If you're going to go out metal detecting today, you all have good luck, and hopefully we're going to get out Sunday and do some ourselves. And like I said, tomorrow night we're going to get out and go side by siding. So I'll have to catch everyone's live streams and premieres and stuff that they're doing tomorrow. Hey, Headed to the Creek, we're getting ready to shut down, but thanks for stopping by. And yeah, don't forget that Cynthia is going to be a guest tomorrow night on KCMD. So you're all going to definitely want to go over and check that out. So guys, you all have a good day. I'm going to get ready and go downstairs. Like I said, we got to get out and start working in the garden today some. So everyone have a great day. We'll see you later. If you lose it, we find it. And we'll see you guys on that next good. Cover Fine. Have a safe day, guys. Thanks for joining us here.